What is this city coming to? What is this city coming to?
Well now.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Come, pilgrims. Do not hesitate. Do not live. Praise the machine.
All must be read.
Nice time for a walk.
Here we go. Amen. Yeah.
Wisnik's not supposed to be here. Shh! But I am here.
I'll take your word for it.
I was part of it. The hive mind. Inside the gate, I questioned what holds us together. Where? Why? Now this. Exiled from exile. I have been disconnected.
Disconnected? Disconnected from what? I don't understand what you're saying.
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains, may not always misfire like these. He did this to me. It's what it does. I can't force you, because I'm not like him.
Not like who? Who forced you?
Together, they succumbanize to him. Him, the opportunist, the savior, the rat. When I resisted, I saw. It made him fear me.
You've obviously been through something. Someone's harmed you. If you can help me understand, then maybe I can help.
Yes, okay. You'll be fine. I can tell. You'll understand. You'll empathize. Because what it really is, he's just like us, but more. It's a cry for help. You'll pick up on that.
What's a cry for help?
The little mind thing. The persuasion. He's trapped by what he can do. Just like the rat. It makes so much sense now. Those most scared of what the world had become were most likely to cling to the first alternative. Now they're all insignaled.
Let me see if I got this straight. Everyone beyond the gate is insignaled to something. Like the rat.
Exactly. I'm glad we understand each other. Okay. Just remember, you'll only be able to confront him if he knows that you know that he knows. So, obviously, you'll need the name. The name. I'm not supposed to give it away, but I must. And then you must. Yes?
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confront someone who's harmed you, who may be harming others. I'm willing to do that, but I need to know more about what's happening.
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to uncotangle him from the others, to resist the mentality. They need to be eased out. Figure out what holds them all together. Because it's not his personality. When you finally see Richard for who he really is, you realize it cannot possibly be that.
Richard, huh? All right. Let's go see what I've agreed to.
Pied Piper is a rat. A rat! Wisnik could use some help. Pied Piper is a rat. A rat!
He should not be.
Outsider is not one of us.
Do not look at him.
He will harm us. He cannot harm us.
He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
An experiment of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
your own little utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrors. If only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
I may not know exactly what's going on here, but I do know that an honest man wouldn't need to hide behind a screen.
I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to be the best version of yourself.
Physics said I had to see through you, your attempts at manipulation, to see you for what you...
Some part of you abhors violence. Some part of everyone does. See, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors, they...
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? Like Visnik?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear.
You're pretending to be something you're not.
It's
Maybe
important
we all
not
are.
to doubt. Do not be like this.
It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever. Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourselves, close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond our baser impulses, beyond violence, beyond fear, beyond questions. One among you is armed to the teeth, is a tree of thorns. But not even he can act upon his base impulses here. Deep down, he knows it's wrong.
Who goes for this stuff?
Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourselves, close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond our baser impulses. The skeptic. All he sees is sewers and bums drawn to a face on TV. He doesn't see the world we've created, and until he does, I don't think he should say anything.
You're not here for the right reason.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
different.
You ruined it. It's only a sewer. Just a dressed up sewer.
I'm starting to remember things.
You ruined it.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the social schematic, hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place, to him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone. I am alone.
You ruined
I feel so hollow now. Being found was being lost all over the desert.
Was that a gunshot? Leave me. Leave me alone. Where did that come from?
A nice warm
Nice time for a walk.
Hello.
We won't put you aside for the honor. We want you.
okay?
Some dust in my eye.
I hope it clears up. Good to go. Have a nice day. Enough problems already. Not much going on. What today?
Hey, is anyone here? Ahoy, it's me. Do what you want, but don't implicate me. No sign of
I don't have time to complain. Not one of these hands and fox tries something. Well, paper.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem. Everything okay?
Some dust in my eye.
I hope it clears up. Oh, have a nice day. Enough problems already.
I don't want any trouble. I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe
I don't
you
even
could
know
come
how
back
to
later.
log on to this system.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
initiated. Access denied.
Společnýho. Co jsi sakra zač? Nějaký chodící detektor lži nebo co?
terrible for his wife.
Things got pretty hairy.
These are the chances he made a mistake.
Do the Jinn still believe what's being told them, or don't they? We need to know.
I feel terrible.
You think one of them would pop up at some business?
I feel terrible for his wife.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet. Nothing.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority. Information archived within the laws of Palisade.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure.
These guys might as well be ghosts. This is so weird.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're
Close
privately
my eyes,
owned,
but
and
all I see
nobody
is
can get
strings of
close
codes
enough to take a
swirling on
look.
my lids.
I got a whole lot of nothing. Every time I send someone to follow up on a lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed into rubble.
I'll nail it.
Right.
No.
Satellite. Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. That's fucked up.
There's something here I'll find.
Individuals who built or followed
There isn't much here to go on.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Oh shit. The Vector Institute is one of the only places in the world that has smallpox samples.
Run DNA checks for all the observations.
I'm on it. Still unconfirmed. Maybe we're actually
Agent Doyen, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent. Urgent. Caterina Doyen to Agent McCready. Agent Doyen, report to Agent
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that. Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without doing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction.
He plays it too close to the edge. He made it out of the body, didn't he?
I'm telling you, if it had been anyone but Jensen on the ground, Singh would be dead. Well,
Designated all only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
You got this. Ashanti Enterprises. For all you need to get
Agent Jensen! These guys might as well be ghosts.
251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
I guess the
You'd think one of them would
Details
pop up on
recovered
some
from
list
the black
somewhere.
box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again, in civvies at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome, but I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
It is Jensen, yes?
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
just
UN
transit
Security
authority.
Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation
You'd think one of them would pop up on some
calls
list
for the
somewhere.
removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list
Have
somewhere.
been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric
Agent Jensen!
has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of
These guys might as well be gone.
It is Jensen, yes?
This is Eliza Kazan.
God.
Reporting to
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys, I'm going to change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say that you held your own in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. Middle of a firefight with a sandstorm giving us colonics, and you still managed to tombstone that chopper. I recognize your talents, mate, but that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it was very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. That everything?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
Agent Jensen!
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Right now, I think McClellan is about
This legislation calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated aug-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the aug incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Elijah Cassell, reporting to you.
Someone would nut up and take the blame.
There isn't much here to go on.
I'll nail it.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing his fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Close my eyes, but all I see is streams of color.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Hey, Agent Jensen, nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged-up guys in the gold masks were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board. Here we go, the Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the machine god through a ritual they call ascension.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Not a probable target. Not say what this reminds me of.
Janus. I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus.
Close my eyes, but all I see is streams. You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere. State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours, still nothing.
Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second, it's a bit soft.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
If there's something here, I'll find up on some list somewhere. This is so weird.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her Mother. That's creepy, right? I think that's really creepy.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility. I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into.
All the alphabet agencies.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that
Last
really
night, the collective published the target.
What to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. God, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet, and that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
Am I hearing things? Are you two actually praising the collective?
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime.
NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut
Pop up on some list somewhere. You think one of them would pop up on some list?
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60%. This is so weird.
Janus relies on public perception.
If there's something here, I'll find it.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
You think one of them would pop
I would have
up
thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wasim Alam. Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operations since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, augs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking.
You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of
State
nature.
police are playing
They call him the
stingy.
Bull of the North and the heart of the
Designed to get
Jinn.
maximum
Real name
spread.
Salar. Works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother, Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of AUGs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his organization.
I close my eyes, but all
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but
here, I'll
no
find it.
dice, not our show.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
This is so weird.
Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about him anymore. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai.
Right now, I think my blood is about ghosts.
Ah, Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Salar.
You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
Ah, Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him the money.
Preemptive action would be great. No, that's not consistent with the train station tower.
I've run DNA checks.
Purity First is an anti-aug group dedicated to keeping humans human. All pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible for multiple acts of breaking and entering, vandalism, and theft.
I don't even know
On
where to
occasion,
start with
they've even
theorizing
become violent,
percentages.
being implicated in several assaults and murders as they push for their goal of human purity. They've been quiet since the incident.
These guys might as well be ghosts. I've
Ah,
run
the elusive Radic Nicolazzi. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Duvali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who've tried to take him down along the way.
You think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere?
You know, I thought Otar was going to go all the way. I think he had potential. But now he's just another casualty. It's too bad, in a way, you know? There aren't enough of these classic gangsters around anymore. People have respect for tradition, even if it is criminal.
These guys might as well be
Otar's former number 2, now deceased. Another one bites the dust, I guess. Good riddance, I say. There's always too many petty crooks out there. Ah, the Duvali
police
called
are
this
playing
guy
stingy with sharing
Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right?
These guys
We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Rizika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the Duvali crime family, answering to Otar Batkaveli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nicolazzi and beyond. Between you and me, I suspect that he's a Khan, a spy that watches the Duvali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss. The classic Duvali structure has 2 spies, or Pakhans, working for the lieutenant who reports directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty
We're
violent.
advising people to stay at home, so someone needs to be the example.
Oh, here we go.
I'd love to get a look at the
crime
bomb site
family.
myself, but
As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe.
What I need
But
you
they
to
business
do is
almost
listen to
everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East. After their humble beginnings in a coastal town in
guys
Georgia,
might as well be
the
ghosts.
Duvali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises, till they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking.
even know where to start with
I'm not
theorizing
going to do this
percentages.
fucking job. Who the fuck are you? It's as if borders just don't exist to them. but their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new, the past versus the future.
That's all the data I have right now. I've run DNA checks through all the...
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack. We don't know what yet.
I just wish someone would nut up and hear all.
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
These guys might as well be ghosts. Hell no, these guys might as well be ghosts.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utelek complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Patience is the first thing you learn.
Hey, it's a good thing you got that signal booster offline. Agent Singh spent a long time getting in with the Jinn. Be ashamed to have it blow his cover.
One of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Myself, but how's that security on our show?
Run DNA checks through all the alphabets.
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
Close my eyes, but all I see is strings of code swirling on my lid.
We know state police aren't above protocol. Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion. Composition can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that we
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
We're advising people to stay at home, so someone needs to be the example.
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up Intellicam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
I've run DNA checks through all the outlets.
The right call.
Nothing.
I'm relieved, to be honest.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
I've run DNA checks through all the outlets.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Patience is the first thing you learn. You think one of them would pop up and some risk.
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down. Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. Let's try armor piercing this time. Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. It could save your life. Now, let's take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons. I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time. burned through your ammo. That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He gave you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and the surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Nice coat.
Look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers, in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
For any break in the story.
Welcome back. How was your day? Doesn't get any cleaner than this.
Still nothing to report.
Ale oblast je čistá.
Not much going on.
Stop kidding. A man trapped in the past has a fanatical transhumanist for a daughter? I bet Sunday dinner at their house is lots of fun.
You're good to go. Thank you.
Nemám souhlas.
Understood.
Hello? Hi, Matka. No, I'm fine. I'm
Městu
fine.
vládnou zločinci a
Train
lůza.
station when it happened. No, I don't. The bank is nowhere near the train station. You live in a
Can't
town
defend
with a
against that
population
kind of
of 800 people, but here things are more spread out. I gotta go.
Hlásím
Give
se,
my best to
všechno
Tata.
je v cajku.
Love you. Bye.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results.
Spanish flu. That's impossible. We eradicated Spanish flu decades.
Until yesterday, I wasn't breathing.
And more would be yours. Come visit Red like
Bad enough when he was just drugs.
Hello?
Haven't we got rid of them yet? I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
What I say, computer, don't you hear it? I don't.
Don't shoot.
Shit.
We're journalists.
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in the commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find them. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. And what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? Oh, men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus Media Network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an idea, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Dovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. Kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Through to my contact in the trade office. He said, fuck off.
Keep trying, Bond. Keep giving them help. Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people, to offer an alternative to Picus.
This is Eliza reporting.
Old rights is no different from gay rights, women's rights, or any other right.
No, I was speaking literally.
Safer to stay indoors and away
He
from
said
crowd.
what? No. You're his uncle and God. You're not supposed to help him become a goddamn junkie. You're supposed to help him.
What today?
No.
You won't get this kind of news from Picus.
Yeah, you know how she is. Scared of
Just make it through this shift.
Can't even trust the department.
Butcher!
Just enough for a coffee.
I did not want to be on this anymore.
Great. Another one.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then has acted as the head office.
Absolutely secure. Data extractors have allow me to finish with this gentleman, sir.
Absolutely. Never breathe. Apples are everywhere.
Look at my contact in the trade office. Okay, fuck off.
Keep trying, Bones. Keep giving them help.
Occurring after Dr. Talos Rucker, leader of the Augmented Life Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalan complex. Dr. Rucker could but with the United Nations set to debate the human... In a little while, Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attachés. Fortress of Solitude. We haven't heard much about this past. Global leader in fair, unbiased.
You people, scoff.
Harvard? Safer to stay indoors and away from people. Oh, I was speaking literally.
Quiet today.
I've been trying to get a hold of
Heisel is at the Psychiatr's clinic.
Rather stay quiet.
It hurts.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024. And since then has acted as the
never
head
breached the level. Hackers are everywhere. Exactly. They were affiliated there.
Now I want the government to inform me. Who the hell do you think it is? This man tried to steal from us. Do you enjoy working for me?
Does our company's money put a roof over your head? Does being employed with us enable your children to eat? Does your wife get to live in a safe, gated community instead of being surrounded by murderers?
Dealings this sensitive require a personal touch.
So,
Yes,
your
sub-level
corporate
security
vault
room has her up-to-date security password.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level on the corporate vault.
Can you get confirmation from my team?
I could, but they would only be able to confirm sending out the codes.
Doesn't protocol include that each hub acknowledge? I'm sorry, sir. The VIP vaults are only accessed by appointment, and there are no appointments scheduled.
You need an appointment to access your own vault?
For the corporate vaults, yes. This allows time for preloading your container into the viewing area. You also need your personalized keycard.
Thanks for the information.
Authorization is required to access this area, sir.
The Safe Bank Corporation is now, and forever will be, the best secure corporate archiving company in the world. Around the world, I turning now to
No, we've had our golden. We keep the tax and we collect the bottle. No, at least we want the moment for life.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Palisade. May I help you?
Not sure. Never been to a property bank?
I see. Well, we are the premier secure corporate archive in the world. We offer a number of services, including ultra-secure corporate vaults, as well as executive safes for smaller accounts. Exclusivity, anonymity, and security are the cornerstones and our greatest selling point.
Makes sense that security is a major concern for your clients.
Oh, yes. Everything at Palisade is state-of-the-art. Security measures are audited regularly, and Tavos is a very well-respected private security firm. Would there be anything else?
How big are the corporate vaults? Doesn't seem like this building would hold that many.
Oh, quite big, in fact. We call them container vaults, like shipping containers. Our storage facility is actually right under our feet. Quite an impressive sight.
Underground, makes sense. Great security feature.
Absolutely. In addition, they are only visited by appointment and require the use of a client's keycard to access.
Your executive safes are available to anyone?
Well, we do have an exclusive clientele, and the application process is rigorous. Despite this, almost all our safes are currently occupied.
Your client list must be very impressive.
It is. Mostly they are held by executives from our client companies, but some select individuals have been approved as well.
But with the same high security standards, I hope.
Oh, of course. And access to the executive safe room is restricted. Clients must use their assigned personalized keycards to gain entry.
That's all? Sounds a little simple.
It's a little bit more involved. The keycard also switches off all automated security measures within the vault. Lasers and sentries and the like. All very high-tech.
So this is a data haven?
Well, we don't use that term here, but yes. We archive highly sensitive materials and documents for some of the most powerful businesses and people in the world. No worries about corporate espionage here.
Or government subpoenas.
Our international clientele do tend to disagree with the stance of their local governments as it pertains to corporate rights, let's say.
So they take advantage of this country's more pro-business legislation?
I suppose that's one way of looking at it, if you were a cynic. I prefer to think that our clients shouldn't have to deal with small-minded anti-capitalist bureaucracies if they can avoid it.
I think I'd like to see the account manager.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romanek is unavailable at the moment.
Thanks for the information.
Please see the receptionist.
No worries whatsoever.
The whole building exudes a sense of fortification.
Absolutely. I've had my company's valuable. It's how they say first open before. And my confidence in your security has only grown.
You certainly look capable of handling yourself.
A shame they don't hire automated security.
I'm sorry, sir. Access to this elevator is strictly regulated. Only by appointment.
However,
and Palisade Property Bank have made
I
addressing
see.
those concerns
Is
priority
there
one.
nothing I can say to
Information
stop you out of
archived within the
divesting
walls
your
of
container
Palisade
vault?
Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any
Yes, of course, we are curious
Assured
about why any of our clients might want
Palisade Bank
to
Corporation is now and
move
forever
their
will be
assets.
the best
We
secure
are the most
corporate
secure
archiving
data archiving. I understand. However, much like any corporation, our reputation is paramount. If it were to be known publicly that an important company like their... Yes, sir. Of course. Perhaps when you arrive, we could continue. I see. Then I will personally oversee the preparations. Your vault will be preloaded for your arrival. Thank you, sir, and goodbye.
Leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, to
Damn
visit
it.
residents in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, what's good is fine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Pike. Global leader in
There was some activity earlier, definite attempt, probably multiple. Couldn't tell you from where. They hide their tracks too well. Lava wall stops them, but there's no way to backtrack their location. All security hubs have been audited in preparation. Laser, camera, and door controls are all reacting as designed. New turret will be installed and ready on schedule. Yes, I'll put it in the report. Thank you.
augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to see. Were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Exclusive.
Are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority 1. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assure you. The best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague. A city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Thousands were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rosica train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best of the latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacities, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique patented features. Ariel, up in the stratosphere. Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. The Shanti Enterprise. For all you need to get the freedom. A Shanti.
Terror attack. 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rusika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations can... praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transport from getting through. When they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. Protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. Went closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Maybe it matters, but we've got this. Ashanti enemies. We're all need to get through this. Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the augmented.
Sir?
No disturbances.
No more. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. Why didn't you go check if she's okay?
Not much going on.
Well, it looks like you're clear.
Haven't you got a bit of sense of humor?
How are they taking you? I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad.